Welcome. This webinar will cover setting up OmegaRecruit for your chapter to go through recruitment. Follow along to learn about the steps to get you ready for a successful recruitment season. When you first sign into OmegaRecruit, you are met with the Getting Started screen. On this page, you will download the practice files to practice using the system and see the setup steps. Let's go ahead and download the practice files so we are ready to get started when we need them. First up is the P&M list, the parties list, and then the second party list. Each of the steps for setup are numbered and have a clickable link to take you to the page in OmegaRecruit where you can complete them. You can also get to each of these pages from the left menu here. Let's get started with step 1 to set up our rounds. As you can see, this takes us directly to our Edit Rounds page. You will use the Add Round button in the bottom right-hand corner to create all of your rounds for recruitment. You will notice that the preference round flag will always move to be the last round. We recommend setting up all of your rounds at the same time, and for this example, we will create the 4 rounds. It's important to make sure that you set all of them up initially to ensure that the system will calculate scores correctly. For each round, you can click on the pencil icon to edit the name. For this example, we will have an open house round, a sisterhood round, a philanthropy round, and then, of course, a preference round. You can also adjust each round between open voting and party voting. Open voting means that all P&Ms will be available on the ballot for members to choose from. If you use party voting, you can separate the P&Ms out into the parties that they will be visiting your chapter in. This is going to limit the P&Ms available on the ballot to only those that are in that party. This is going to save your members time when finding the correct P&M on the ballot when it comes time to vote. You will want to make sure that you select the exact number of parties that the round will have. And since we're using the practice files today, our open house round is going to have 12 parties, and then sisterhood is going to have 9. Now that we have set up our rounds, we can select the Save button. Your rounds will not be fully set up until you've saved this page. And once you select that icon, the page is going to refresh. Now we are ready to move on to step 2. You can get back to the setup page by going to the P&M list under the P&Ms menu. You will see that step 1 has disappeared, and that's because we've already completed it. Step number 2 is to upload your P&Ms. Let's click here. Uploading your P&Ms may look a little different depending on your school. If your campus uses ICS, you can connect to ICS. Once you've connected to ICS, this page will look different, and you will have a button that says to import from ICS. If your campus uses Campus Director, you will need to download a file of your P&Ms from Campus Director and upload it here. I do want to note here that even if your campus uses ICS, you still have the ability to run through a practice recruitment using the test files. You first want to make sure that you are disconnected from ICS, upload the practice files and practice, and then you will connect back to ICS for actual recruitment. To assist with the upload process, we provide you detailed instructions and examples for how your file needs to be set up for a successful upload. Your file will need to look exactly like what is pictured here. Please keep in mind that any special formatting can get in the way of the system being able to read the data from your file. You will not want to have any sort of bolding, highlighting, sorting, filters, or anything like that. Your file should be as plain as possible. The headers for each column are very important and must exactly match what we have listed here. If it does not exactly match one of these options, the system may not accept the file, or that data may not successfully upload for that column. An example of one common mistake we see is for the pictures. As you can see, for the picture column, the header needs to either be URL or PNM picture. This means if you upload it as picture or PNM URL or any other variation, your pictures will not be successfully uploaded. We do include the option for custom columns. If you have any data that you want to include, but there is not a designated column header, you can label this column as custom 1, custom 2, etc. You have the option to later rename the columns once the data has been uploaded into the system. Finally, you do have to save the file as an Excel 97 through 2003 workbook. This is a very important step and can definitely prevent your file from uploading successfully. Once your file is in the correct format, you are ready to upload your PNMs. Since I already downloaded the practice file, I'm going to upload that now. So we'll go to Choose File, select our PNMs, and click Upload. Once you've uploaded your file, you will want to look for this green box letting you know that your upload was successful. If not, any issues are going to be listed below here. For this example, our upload was successful, but we were missing an unrequired column. For any issues, it will list the exact row where the problem occurred. This is going to allow you to easily identify and fix the issue before uploading your file again. Now that we have uploaded the PNMs, we will return back to the PNM list. You will see that Step 2 has disappeared since we uploaded our PNMs. Step 3 is also missing, but that step should be to upload your users. Because this is a test account, I already have users listed in the system, so it's not there. You do not necessarily have to do all of these steps in the exact order they are listed. We will talk about uploading users in a separate webinar. For now, we're going to jump into Step 5, which is uploading your parties. This is another page that may look slightly different if you have connected to ICS. If you have, you will have a button to import from ICS. If your campus uses Campus Director, you will need to download the file of party assignments from Campus Director and upload it here. Once again, we do provide you those detailed instructions and examples to ensure the upload is seamless. You will notice that the file is much simpler than the PNM file. You only need 2 columns here, the men and then the party. Once you download your file from Campus Director, it will likely have much more information on it, so you will need to do a little cleanup. Again, you will want to make sure it is saved as a plain file in Excel 97 through 2003 workbook. Once you've updated the file, you can upload it and select the round you are uploading the parties for. Please make sure that you have included all parties for the round in the same file. Any PNMs not assigned to a party will be updated to an inactive status of regret. So now I'm going to go ahead and upload our party list for the open house round. You'll want to make sure you've selected open house and then choose your file and click submit. Once again, we will look for that green box to let us know that our upload was successful. With most updates in OmegaRecruit, you can always look for that green box to know that your update was successful. If we return back to the PNM list, you will see that steps 4 through 7 will remain. This is because we repeat them throughout the rest of recruitment. You will advance your rounds and parties, upload PNM party lists, users vote, and then you'll manage the PNMs and repeat. That wraps up the setup process for OmegaRecruit. Thank you so much for joining me to learn more about getting set up for a successful recruitment season.